There is agony everywhere you turn in Elden Ring, especially here.
I wasn't emotionally prepared for that.
Yet despite how threatening this world is, there is beauty in the lands between. Mostly in the music, to be honest. The lands between are seriously just trying to kill you everywhere you turn.
No.
Them. Unbelievably, a year has already come and gone since Elden Ring first came out, and the list of awards it has won has only grown in time. You have to wonder what made this game, out of all the other FromSoft games, become the global sensation it became. The open world, the no hand-holding approach to quests and story beats, the fighting mechanics and customization, the Wagnerian cast of characters, brothers, sisters, cousins, Elden Lords, or wait, maybe it was just her. Holy shit. Yeah, this game is hard, and only the strongest tarnished could survive. For me though, it has to be the music. I have only finished a handful of FromSoft games. I admit I am a pitiful tarnished weakling. Elden Ring being one of them, thanks to this YouTube channel. But the music in this game, and hearing what was going to come next, especially with the stellar boss encounters, was part of what kept me going. Oh, and all the people that like and subscribe to this video, that keeps me going too. Overworld themes in Elden Ring like Limgrave, Stormveil Castle, Consecrated Snowfield, Divine Tower, etc. These tracks are marked by very long bowings with a lot of sustained notes. Granted, sure, these are all individually different, but they are markedly similar in terms of musical structure. Overworld themes in a game like this have to exist in the background in a non-intrusive way. They do aid in showcasing what an environment is like, you know? You hear the glimmer of the snow against the sunlight at Consecrated Snowfield with the high musical notes, the wind billowing around. You hear the crumbling structures in Crumbling Faramazala, the chorus of the former denizens, the whirling of the tornadoes, the depth of the age in the music. Ambient music like this is wonderful because it combines long held out notes with musical atmosphere to create discomfort. It's a subtle below the surface discomfort that creeps up into you, knowing that the lands between are not necessarily a safe place to travel, even while speedily riding torrent. And while ambient music is valuable and important in developing tension, fear, and discomfort, a sense of vastness, to me, it's of course the boss themes that really stand out. Boss themes in FromSoft games are always a spectacle, and for good reason. They follow an almost symphonic structure, with most following a two-movement format. And there's going to be a whole FromSoft video comparing standard practice, symphony writing, and FromSoft music and how they're combined. But these two-movement pieces focus on characterization and increasing desperation and tension almost every single time. Boss themes are amazing to me because we really get to step into the personality and circumstances of the characters that we're fighting. When we fight against Mog, Lord of Blood, we sense the primordial evil, the true villain of this story, despite, and in iconic FromSoft fashion, being a boss you can completely miss or skip. The powerful and poignant farewell to General Radahn, those ferocious war drums as we ride torrent towards the rotting warrior. The first section truly gives us this ascendant feeling that we are fighting against the greatest warrior the lands between has ever seen. Ruthless, tenacious, the strings, the chorus, we feel the heft of Radahn's hits, the respect his soldiers gave him. Then we are thrust into the second phase. We can physically hear the comet come crashing down on us. What begins as a triumphant celebration becomes a slow dirge. The general is put down in his final resting place. But listen to the honor in this dirge. This is a send-off, a moment of praise and reflection on an absolute giant of a man. We see this pattern in all of the battle themes, really. We hear the fallen, pained warrior cry and Millennia's theme, her ferocity in the spinning strings, the single soprano representing her in her first section, with the fiery explosion of the Scarlet Rot in the second, the pain of a dutiful friend in Lich Dragon Fortisex's music, loyalty set to music in the fantastic second section organ concerto with the chorus ripping, a standout track to me in all of video game music writing ever. There are a few tracks that do pivot from this format. Mainly Astel, with its Host the Planets meets Also sprach Zarathustra by Strauss, almost painfully otherworldly theme. The regal ancestor spirit, being the most diverse of the lot, one of, if not the most haunting tracks in Elden Ring. A mixture of environmental ambient music with the painful and agonized characteristics of fighting a spiritual entity. After all, that was quite the wake-up call for an undead carcass. Poor ancestor spirits. This music is much more than a dance with nature and a fight to the death. There is a simple elegance here. Interestingly, despite Radagon and Elden Beast both having their own individual themes, these are essentially one character, which is very fun, speaking from character and music analysis. The diversity between the two, a cage match against the strongest foe in Elden Ring, and the emissary of the greater will. These fights couldn't be more different, and neither could the music representing each of them. Elden Ring is an incredible journey, not only due to the fantastic story and cast of characters, but also for the way music is handled. Music is an essential and vital part of what makes Elden Ring unique, and I believe it has exposed many people who would have previously been averse to classical music, maybe to want to go to a symphony hall. Nothing like a little god-devouring serpent to get the blood pumping a little bit, that's for sure.
Ew. Ew!
If you like the music of Elden Ring, there's a lot of videos here that you can feel free to check out, along with other FromSoft music. Thanks, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.